Hello, it's Minea in front of Learn Languages HD Audio, and in this lesson we are going to practice our pronunciation. I'm going to show you a simple exercise called minimal pairs that you can use whenever you struggle to pronounce certain sound or when you cannot hear or distinguish certain sounds in English language. So let's get started. First, what are minimal pairs? By definition, minimal pair or close pair consists of two words with sounds that are very similar but have different meanings. So this meaning actually refers to the sound in this case. So the words, yes, of course, words have different meaning and sounds have different meaning. In a way, they sound different. But for us non-native speakers, it may be sometimes very hard to distinguish those sounds. Very often you would not be able to hear the difference at all, which is completely normal, especially if you're just beginning to learn English. And that's why these practices are created to help us solve those problems. So let's start with a certain example. And we have two sounds, and we have pairs of words. Each of the words first sound, second sound. First word contains first sound, second word contains second sound. We will be going through the example sentences with these words, and we will be practicing the pronunciation and the sound. We will be training our ears to hear these sounds and also to distinguish those later in the lesson. Let's start. Cost versus coast. Cost, coast. So you see that cost is shorter sound than coast. Oast. Cost, coast, coast. It is not worth the cost, the money that you pay for something. I live by the coast. I live by the sea, by the ocean. I live by the shore. Cop versus cope. Cope. Longer sound. They got caught by the cops, by the police, or I can't cope with the stress. I cannot deal, I cannot tolerate, or I cannot process this stress. Hop versus hope. Hope. Can you hop on your right leg? So can you jump on your right leg? We can only hope it will be fine. Knot versus note. So I tied the knot on the rope, but I wrote a small note. I wrote a thank you note to her. So cost, cop, hop, knot. Cost, cop, hop, knot, like a very short sound. And then coast, cope, hope, and note, longer sounds. So now we are going to do tongue twister, which is another pronunciation trick that you're often going to use. Especially this is common to classrooms. Maybe when you're learning by yourself, you're not going to give it a try, but I definitely encourage you because it's a fun way to break your tongue to pronounce to train your mouth muscles to pronounce these sounds. So does this shop stock shot silk shorts? If she stops at the shop where I stop, and if she shops at the shop where I shop, then I shan't stop to shop at the shop where she stops to shop. So it doesn't have a lot of meaning, it's kind of funny, but it's a good way for you to train your muscles, as I have told you. Feel free to pause the video here and to try reading it on your own, to experiment with the speed, so you can go a lot slower than I did or a lot faster, whatever works for you, but give it a try in order to train your muscles of your mouth or to train your hearing abilities. Then we are going to be looking for these sounds. So first we are looking for a short sound, and we have 3 sentences, and we're going to find the words that actually contain these sounds. So she lost her phone in the taxi. Lost, like hop, cop, lost. Cost, lost. You see, you can rhyme it. So it's lost. I could buy it if I won the lottery. So it is lottery this time. She want to buy a cake In this case, it is want. So she want, like hop, to buy a cake. Now we are going to be looking for a longer sound. Oh, so I know how to play the instrument. Snow. Let's stand in the shadow. Oh, shadow. Follow her, please. So like hope, follow, it's the same sound. So hopefully you had some fun in this lesson. You learned this concept and you will be able to use it whenever you have difficulties pronouncing certain sounds, or when you cannot distinguish, or just for fun, for breaking your tongue. Or if you're a teacher, you can use it in your classroom. Children always answer to these exercises very well. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being with Learn Languages HD Audio, and we hope that we are going to see you in the next one, where we are going to explain conjunctions. Bye bye. Thank you.